Once our labels have arrived, the next step is to download the QR code advertisements to our computer so we can print them on the labels. In this case, we're going to go ahead and print out some business card labels. The first thing we need to do is we need to access our advertisement list. This can be done by clicking Advertisements in the left navigation. I've already created a sample advertisement called Wade Business Cards, so let's go ahead and click it. When I'm on the advertisement detail page, I can download the QR code simply by clicking the Download QR button. This downloads the QR code to my computer. In my case, I'm using Chrome, which saves the QR code to my Downloads folder. If you're using Internet Explorer, you will have had a pop-up window that prompted you for a location to save your QR code. Remember that location because you're going to need it in just a second. The next step is to go to avery.com. Avery provides a handy online label printer. It can be accessed by clicking on the Templates and Software directory, Design and Print Online. First thing, click the big Start Now button. Now some of you, instead of going directly to the configuration page, will rather have gone to a page which prompts you to register. You do have to register in order to use the Design and Print Online tool. The first thing we need to do is we need to type in the template for the kinds of labels we're going to be creating. Since we're creating business cards, we're going to use the 5214 template. On the right-hand side, you see a quick preview. This preview should match the label page that you have. It should have 4 columns of 6 rows. So this is the right one. We're going to go ahead and hit Next. The next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and select a project for this. Since we're only going to have the QR code on the label, I like to just use Other Designs and then click this Attention Property Name Project. Now I have 2 editing options, Quick and Simple or Enhanced Editing. We need Enhanced Editing. We're going to take the default 1 product sheet to edit, and then we'll click Next. After the project loads in the background, we basically have a sheet of what our labels are going to look like. What we're going to do is clear off all this stuff so we have an empty label. So I'm going to select Property Of and hit Delete. I'm going to hit Name and hit Delete. And then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that attention image. So now we have a blank label. First step is to add our QR code, is to add an image to the label. So under Add a Text Box, you have an Add an Image button. Click it. A pop-up window comes up. You want to select Image. And then you have kind of this default placeholder that says Place Graphic here. You can override that default placeholder by choosing From a File on the left side, so we can import our own image. So we're going to click it. Remember when I said you needed to remember where you stored the QR code? This is where it comes in handy. So I'm going to go ahead and do Import Now. I know it was in my Downloads directory. I'm going to sort by date. And I'm going to find Wade Business Card. I've done this a couple times, so I've got a few copies of the business card QR code. So I'm going to grab it, hit Open. Now it's going to place that image into the default. I'm going to go to the lower right-hand corner, this circle, and I'm going to drag it so it takes up the whole space of the sticker. Then I'm going to go scroll down to the lower right-hand side and click Next. Then I'm going to hit the Print Your Project button. This is going to open up the image in Adobe Acrobat. And finally, the last step that I need to do is just go ahead and print this page. Now, if you're using, see, this is a PDF. If you're using Internet Explorer, you may actually open it up in a completely different application, but because I'm using Chrome, it actually opens up inside the browser. So the last step for me to do is to go ahead and load the labels into my printer, and then print these off. And I can do that by hitting Control P. Select my printer, hit print, and then I'm done.